It is almost July and I am setting up my Deluxe Monthly Planner for my budget for July of 2019. Now, I know everybody's getting really excited because July is the start of the new Erin Condren planners. I use a calendar planner for my budgeting. So it starts in January and it's going to go through December, and I'll do a new one every year. So I will be using the old version, the 2018-2019 version, for my budget planner spreads. My hourly planner, I still haven't decided if I'm going to move into the new one in July, if I'm going to stick with my old one. I might do both for a little while to see what I like better, or just to see how I transition over. But for now, my budget planner is the old style. It's a calendar year planner. So I am using Planner Kate Kit 150. That's her blueberry kit for the month of July. I'm going to get this all set up. I've got a bunch of the budget add-ons and things. I used a few last month and I really liked them. So like I said, I'm going to get this all set up, and when I'm finished, I'll come back and explain everything that I've done. Okay, so I am all set up for my month of July in my Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner for my budget planner. I used Planner Kate Kit 150. This is her July Blueberry Kit. And I am still in the old planner. I know a lot of people are moving now into the academic year planners, the new Erin Condren planners. My budget planner is 100% calendar year. I can't not have it calendar year. That would just that would mess with my head way too much. So I will be using this planner for the rest of the year. So my hourly planner will be the new ones, but my Deluxe Monthly is still just my Deluxe Monthly. So I've gone ahead and set this all up. You can see I put in the kit itself, I put in the date dots, I've got my list of bills that I need to pay here on the right hand side, and then the list of savings accounts that I put into every year, or every month, I'm sorry. I have that list here as well so I can check that off. I've put in a couple of my budget stickers so far because of the holiday and the paydays and all that. It does fluctuate and I haven't had time to sit down and look exactly what day those are going to be on. But I will go back, find out the dates, put them all in here. As you can see, I've actually written my bills down on the budget stickers already. And as they come in, I will stick them on here. I will check these off when I get the bill. Then I check these ones off once the bill has cleared my bank account. And then I went in and I have a bunch of these little budget add-ons from Planner Kate, and I kind of wanted to test them out and see how I felt about them. I used the June budget last month and I stopped filling it out, to be quite honest with you. I put in my budget for my actual bills and that's pretty much it. And any other expenses, I don't really track them as well as I probably should or could, so they weren't really put in there. So I have this in here for July. I don't know if I'll use it or not, but it's here just in case. My transaction log I actually use as my bill payment log. So when I get a bill, I log into my bank account. I will go in and I will automatically pay it through my bank account. And since I use that online bill pay feature, I'll come here and I'll write the day, the bill that I paid, how much it was, and instead of balance, I actually write down the confirmation number here. And that way I have a record of what day I paid my bills, what the confirmation numbers were, and if I have any problems with the bank or with the payment not going through, I have a record here saying I did pay it, this is the date, please fix it. That's not been an issue, but it's always important to keep those confirmation numbers. So this is my log for that. I have put in my debt tracker, and I will, on July 1st, I will sit down, I'll write down my beginning debt, how much I've paid, and I'll continue filling this out throughout the month until I get to the end, and I'll see what my totals were, beginning and end debt there, because I think, you know, if I spend a lot on my credit card and I pay less than I've spent, that's not a good thing, but this will give me that layout there and let me kind of figure that out. I have set up sinking funds finally. And so I will go ahead and write down the categories for each. I still have to set up a couple extra ones, but we have baseball in there, some dental work that I need done, which is a large purchase. My insurance doesn't cover it, so that needs to go in there. I'm saving up for a very tiny boat for my husband, and I know that sounds very extravagant, especially in a budget planner, but we've been married for 10 years now. He's always talked about getting one, and the one that he wants is $1,000 plus $1,000 for the trailer. And I've got my sinking fund set up so that by his 40th birthday, my hope is that I can buy him that boat. It's a big birthday. It's a big deal. And we don't usually celebrate his birthday, and we are next year. So I really want to do something big for him. And he doesn't really know that I'm doing, like, he knows that I'm going to do it, but he doesn't really know when or how soon. I think he thinks it's going to be another 2-3 years off. So that's my, that's kind of what's going into those sinking funds. My brother-in-law's getting married and my husband's planning the bachelor party, so I need to make sure I have sinking funds and budget for that. And of course, we just came back from our last vacation, which was Bar Harbor, and I want to make sure that I am prepped for our next vacation, which we'd like to go to the beach, which the beach is only a couple hours away, so it's not a huge vacation, but I still want to make sure I'm financially ready. So I've got my goals here set up for July as well. You can see I want to meal plan every week. I had this as a goal last month and I didn't do it. And so I'm really disappointed in myself because most of my budget got blown on dining out or buying extra food that I didn't need. So I'm really hoping to be more diligent about it this month. I would like to put $3,000 towards my credit card debt. So I've used the checkbox stickers and I've just laid them horizontal instead of vertical, and each box is $250. So once I hit that, I can color it in, and if I hit 12 of these, I have made my goal. And of course, sometimes I pay extra, so I put, I've left the extra ones on there. I'd like to reduce my Starbucks trips to 2 times a week, which I've actually, especially since we were on vacation and we didn't go to Starbucks at all, I've been really good about this. And I don't think this is going to be a problem. So I've got it written down, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I again use the checkbox and I cut that last couple of them off and put them in here as well. And then I'd like to sell some of our unused items on our neighborhood swap page on Facebook. I did last month. I sold one thing, and it was a big item, and it was enough to buy us a fancy dinner on our vacation. And so I'd really like to sell 7 things, and I picked 7 because that's how many boxes were on those check boxes. So I moved it horizontal again, so it kind of coordinated with everything. And I've got it laid out here, so that's my goal. They can be small things, they can be big things. I can sell 7 shirts for 50 cents a piece. Doesn't matter. I want 7 things out of my house. And then, of course, you know, as I mentioned before, I've got some sinking funds that I need to add in and make sure are put into my budget and put into my savings account. So I'm going to go through all of those as well. And then what I do every month is I set up a weekly check-in. And I'm not doing this the way that the Planner Kate stickers work. And I'll show you these stickers now. Those stickers, you can see here's the header bar and the weekly check-in in week 1. And then I used a half box, actually that might be a quarter box sticker, decorative sticker here. And I put week 1 here. So I'm not using category spent and remaining. I'm not doing that at all. But what I do is I sit down each week and I will write down, you know, if I've checked my credit score, I'll write what that is so I know for the week, for the month. If I am, you know, if I didn't go to Starbucks at all, I will mark that in. If I only went 2 times, I'll mark in that I hit that goal for the week. If I meal plan for the week, I'll write down all those goals. I will also write down what I've done financially that week. So if I've paid any bills, I'll write down that I've paid them here. If I have put extra money towards my credit card or towards our savings account, that goes here as well. And if I have any notes about things that have happened that I want to make sure I remember for the future. So in June, somebody went into a Target and bought a brand new iPhone with my account and switched the phone number and everything over to that new phone. And so I am making sure that I'm tracking that. But I wrote down the day that happened. I just happened to be a budget day anyways. So I wrote down everything that happened. I wrote down who I talked to. I wrote down the changes that were going to happen on my bill and what to do when those changes come. And so those are the kind of things, and that obviously is a extreme case of what might happen. But those are the kinds of things that I write down in here. Anything financial that happened throughout the week or that I'm doing that day goes in here. And then if I have ideas for bills, or not bills, I'm sorry. If I have ideas for my goals for next month, I might write them in here and put a sticker or something next to it so I know what to look for when August rolls around. And then I will fill up all of these extra note pages here, which my planner has. I uncoiled this and I took all the added note pages out of the back here and I actually put them in to the different months. So I had extra note pages for each month. And I will fill up probably all but the last 1 or 2, just depend, you know, we have 5 weeks in July, so I actually will probably fill up most of these pages. August, same thing, it's got 5 weeks. Well, kind of. So I might fill up all of those pages. But I have those extra sheets in there so that I can write down anything that comes to my mind when it comes to my budgeting here. And that is my budget setup for July. That's it. So at the end of the month, I will go through all of this and then I will kind of transfer whatever I need to into August when I start setting August up. And this is really, like I said in my past videos, using a budget planner is new for me. I got this planner by accident. They told me I could keep it. So I've been using this because I just didn't want to let it sit here. I didn't want to throw it away. I didn't have anybody who wanted a monthly planner. So I decided to make a budget planner. It was kind of like a sign. I got it in the end of December, and I think it was just a sign that I needed to be a little bit more responsible. And I do believe that sometimes you get a sign. And so I have been using this since January, and I will say very clearly that I skipped half of April, and I didn't budget in the last month of June. I'm not perfect at it by any means, but I love the way I have this set up. It's really made a huge difference for our finances, and it's really put all of, you know, my mind and my husband's mind at ease for our budget and where our money's going and what the future holds, which is really nice. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. And of course, if you'd like to see more Plan With Me videos, please hit subscribe. And if you click that bell, that'll turn on notifications so you're always alerted when new videos come out. And to see behind the scenes and sneak peeks, you can head on over to my Instagram @LauraPlansIt. Thanks so much for watching.